Welcome back to Nina Aquila. Legal Eagle, Chapter 3, The Legal Stage. We have some more street racing to do. Are you the King of Hearts? What do you care? I'm trying to find out more about the night that Clara. You're trying to let Hank get away with murder. Whoa, this guy goes from 0 to 60 in no time at all. Wait, isn't Hank your leader? The race? So? Ryoko's told me all about it. I don't know how, but those aces did something, and now Clara's dead. Clara and I may not have been teammates, but I respected her. It sounds like I really need to be talking to Ryoko. She doesn't want to talk to you in case you hadn't noticed. Maybe if I race you, I can convince her. This is gonna be brutal. Not yet. Pfft, chicken. Trey, tell me about the king. He's not so tough, but you'll need more than good fundamentals to beat him. Focus on your skills, then you can catch him. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go. Hey, lawyer. Oh, you. Oh, it's you. Jasper Frank, right? That's right. How's your investigation going? Still trying to build up a picture of what Clara was doing on the night she died. Right now we're trying to gather together anything unusual, anything anyone saw, no matter how innocuous it might have seemed. Try to park straighter next time. Came over here just to say that? I don't believe that for a second. Mr. Frank. If you have something to say, you should. People's lives are at stake. You're about to race Kirk, right? That's right. Can you win? Oh no, I just wish my car was faster. Ren keeps saying that doesn't matter. Smart guy, that Ren. Sometimes, though. What you need isn't more speed. It's to lose less speed where you normally slow down. How do I do that? You multitask and kind of wing it. I hear you're good at that. If you say so. Racing isn't about engines or horsepower. It's about truth. You used to be a street racer. Good luck, lawyer. You're related to the 1981 incident. Here we go. Shit. Well, alright. We'll do playing this game again. What a joke. Make you eat those words. Great. Another one of these. This is too easy. What's wrong, Nina? This isn't good. It just seems unbeatable. Ready to give up? You'll never catch me. I guess we won't. Fair enough. Alright. GG. Shake my hand. Why are you blindly believing Ryoko? Can't you see how distraught she is? Shut up. Surely you noticed how she suddenly seems, I don't know, vicious? Stop it. Seriously? La 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 la, not listening. Don't be a fool. I don't... Think you got through to him? Let's find out. Alright. Okay. So he breaks easily. Why'd you even come out tonight? You'll never catch me. Nina's way ahead. I know. What do I do? Oh no, but you gotta think of something. Only I didn't have to. Slow down. Slow down. Multitask. Feel it. If I tap both the gas and the brake, maybe I can... Okay, Jasper. Let's see if this works. Oh, wow. What the? Not so uncatchable after all, eh, Kirk? How'd you gain so much ground? That's impossible. Rattle him, Nina. Go for it. Hard the drift. Note a special ability. Heel toe brake shift. Alright. Oh wow, we got two. Toe brake shift. Alright, he's rattled. Gives us some free wins. Ding ding, motherfucker. Staring your ass down. Hell yeah. I'm passing your ass, punk. Yeah. Oh shit. I'll take that. Probably could have boosted, but we're in front. We'll take the lead. Alright, now we'll do it. GG, shake my hand. Now for some answers. Ugh. You. I'm sorry. What was that? I said I'm sorry. One more time. Don't push it. Useless. Both of you. Nina. Get over here so I can beat you. You can go home, and tomorrow we'll see the Aces exposed as a trio of murderers. Alright, Ryoko. Ryoko's turbo gives her a strong advantage. Make the best of what you've learned. You'll still be close. Oh boy. So Ryoko's the final boss. You honestly think you can beat me? Let's go! Alright, we're doing this again. Okay, she boosted. Getting us into Deja Vu. Still plenty of race to go, Ryoko. Oh, I know. I enjoy watching you in my rearview mirror. Okay, so we start at a disadvantage. Now this seems to be an actual fight. Now watch this, Ryoko. What the? Surprised? Oh, shit! How could a beginner like you? I looked inward. Introspection, Ryoko. Heard of it? You're right. I'm not a good Anya Miller. But I'm a great Nina Aquila. Hell yeah! Oh shit. Now we got a race going. Oh shit. Don't do this. Yep, okay, good. Now we're playing on even playing field now. Give me that boost. Alright, hairpins. Draw. Wow, okay. Believe. Alright. We're evenly matched.
Hold it!
Let's trigger one of those. Shit! Alright, we're gonna lose this. One closer. That's okay, we got our boost in. Trigger another one. We'll save it just because. I'll take it. I think we've got this in hand. I won't let you with the aces sully Clara's legacy. Clara Mass is dead, Ryoko. I hate to be so blunt about it. Throwing the aces in jail won't bring her back. I know that. Do you? Yes! Are you certain? Because I'm not so sure. Yeah. And just to rub the point home, we're just gonna take this auto win here on this face-off and go home. GG. Shake my hand. GG, Ryoko. Got my run back. Ryoko, please. I don't want to hear it. Damn it, Ryoko, listen to me! Nina. No, this has gone on long enough. Ryoko, seriously now. Do you really think that the Aces are directly responsible for Clara's death? I don't know. Be honest with yourself! No! Ryoko. Poor thing. It just needed to be someone's. Anyone's fault. I still can't believe she's gone. Last time we spoke, I had no idea. It's okay. No, I need to tell someone or it feels like my head's gonna explode. We had a fight. Thought we'd make up later like we always did. Then there was no later. Oh no. Oh no. When did you last talk to her? At lunch. We went out for food and she got a text message on her phone. I think it bothered her, so I asked her who it was. She wouldn't say. She said it was team business, which led to us arguing over the sponsorship deal. We said things to each other, and I stormed off. Wonder if she hated me at the end. If it makes any difference, Ryoko. I know perfectly well that you wouldn't put up with anyone so petty. Looking at how you've acted, I suspect she cared deeply for you. Thanks, Nina. God, I've been so horrible to you over the last few days. Did I make it up to you? The only thing I'd ask, Ryoko, is this. Do you know what Clara did between leaving you at lunch and arriving at the mountain before the ace race? No, I've no idea. Damn. And we're in trouble, right? It looks like it. What's wrong? It was a long shot. You were close to Clara. We were banking on you knowing something that might have helped us. Do you have anything that could exonerate the Aces? Did Clara ever say she was worried for her life? I mean, did she ever give you anything personal? No, nothing like that. We've only been dating for about 3 months. We don't even have any really good photos of just the two of us, apart from some smartphone snaps. You don't have anything of hers. Anything at all. Well, I have one thing. What? A few weeks ago, Clara gave me a spare set of keys to her car. A spare set of car keys. Yeah, it was for safekeeping. Don't tell anyone. Well, why? Sharing keys is kind of a no-no on the Spire. It's some old tradition. Can we take them? I can give them back to you after the trial if you come to my office. Okay, but why? Right now? No idea. Sometimes the smallest thing can make a big difference. Are you going to prove that the car that Clara was found in was not actually her car? Good luck tomorrow, okay? We're gonna need it. All this for some vague knowledge of Clara's movements. I want a set of car keys. That's not enough. Nowhere near enough. Hey Nina, look. There's no line over at Terry's. Get some hot dogs. I am kinda hungry. Terry, I swear to God if you're fucking sold out. Just wanna say hi to Ryoko first. You wanna go again? Not yet. Come back anytime. Hi, Terry. Nina, D-bro. Hey, Terry. Hey. You're in luck. I got my last 2 hot dogs with your name on them. Yay! Awesome. What, onions? Mustard? That works for me. Just mustard on mine. There you go. Wow. These are amazing. Honestly, it seems weird to say it, but these hot dogs are incredible. What's your secret? Secret? It's the mustard. I think it's the onions. Is it the onions? No? Okay, I'll tell you. They're vegan. Seriously? There's no meat in them? Not a bit. Is one of you vegan, T-bro? I'm not. There was a bit of a mix-up. Ordered my shipment. I guess I gotta figure, like, how much actual meat is in real hot dogs? I guess. Below them, no. Though no one has even asked about it. They're totally indistinguishable from the real thing. Imposter hot dogs, huh? Now I've seen everything. I mean, I prefer the term artificial, but I suppose so. Imposter hot dogs. But indistinguishable. Imposter car? You okay, Nina? I'm fine, just thinking aloud. This is related to the car that... This is all going to come back to the car that, Clara was found dead in. Well, now that that's done, I'm going to close up for the night. You guys head back to Fledge City? Yep, I think we're done here. I'm going to head back to the office. Safe trip home. Terry's closed for the night. Oh. Time to go. I know I was joking about his Chad racing mode, where it's just Chad on a bicycle. Well, God, I hope that is a secret race in here, just Chad on his bicycle. But my serious bet for secret races is against all the aces in the end. Go to Fledge City, let's go home. It'd be a nice touch, either as a secret at the end of this game, or like a bonus at the start of the next case. Like how in this case you can play DFA again. Nina? Hey Nina. Yeah? You couldn't sleep either, huh? Not a chance. Think the aces are gonna be found guilty? I'm trying to be optimistic. But it's like we talked about just this morning. While Chad couldn't prove murder, the aces were still involved in a dangerous, illegal activity. I don't think we can disprove Chad's charge of manslaughter by reckless endangerment. We have so much evidence. None of it fits together, right? I was thinking about that too. Guess we should both try to get some sleep for real this time. Gonna grab a glass of water. Just don't. What the? Dylan, is that you? You say something, Nina? Yeah, I thought I heard. You want to get that? Yes. Whoops. Nina, get dressed. Uh-oh, who is it? That guy from up the spire. Can you narrow it down? Get dressed. Oh. Jasper Frank. Aquila, wasn't it? Nina Aquila. That's right. You're to find me for littering. Won't give me that. Custodian's as much a job as anything else, including being a lawyer. Why are you here? I said I wouldn't get involved again with the roster of aces. Again. But if those aces are found guilty tomorrow, with Clara gone, those teams at each other's throats, could be the end of Tojamkin racing. Whoa. Wouldn't that be good for you? What do you mean? The racers create a lot of work for you, custodian-wise. Don't mistake my distance from the racers for indifference. I've watched them for years. I've seen aces and jokers come and go. It's strange. What is? I've never seen the bonds between them grow so tenuous. Losing Clara at this very time, it's like someone pulled the keystone out of a carefully built house. Take any other stone at any other time, and the rest of the house stays standing. But pull out the keystone, and the whole thing comes tumbling down. Now that he said that, it does seem almost surgical. Anyway, before I left tonight, I ran into that Ryoko girl. She said that you were looking for anything strange the night Clara died. Anything at all. That's right. There was something strange. It happened when I was on my way up the mountain in my truck. Oh. I reached down to change my radio station. At that very moment, I saw headlights in my rearview mirror. Before I could look up, I was passed by a car. It was fast and managed to go around the corner ahead of me before I really got a look at it. Okay, what's strange about that? Getting to that. I looked up, and at that moment, another car passed me. Suddenly, I had the strangest feeling. Deja vu. Whoa. Like I've just been in this place before? That's the one. It was so powerful that I was worried I had hallucinated amidst the falling snow. I had to stop the truck and make sure I was awake. So what, are you saying that two of the same car? It was like the exact same car passed me twice. But how's that possible? You tell me, you're the lawyer. When was this? Getting towards 7 p.m. I know it's a small thing, but you did say anything. I did. Thanks, Mr. Frank. Why didn't you tell me this before? I didn't know you. You still don't really know me. Maybe not. I saw your truth in the heart of the drift. I knew that you would listen, even if it sounded ridiculous. And I think Clara would have wanted me to tell you. How did you know her? I didn't, really. More that she knew me. I have no idea how, but she knew my name before I even spoke to her. The woman's contacts extended far and wide. I think she was far more powerful than she herself realized. Believe me, that's an unusual feeling for someone like me. I'm a bit of a hermit. Now that'll pass into the ether. Maybe that's for the best. Well, that's it. Mr. Frank, I have one other question that maybe you can answer. The roster erasers are being torn apart over this sponsorship issue. Who is the sponsor? Do you know? Sorry, but no, I don't know who they are. I know some things. Clara knew. As soon as she found out, she wanted nothing to do with it. High society stuff. As for me, I think I'm done here. I have family in Florida who've been asking me to move down there for years. I think now's the time. Good luck, Miss Aquila. To us both. I'll see you out. Take care of yourself, Jasper. Deja vu, huh? All right. Yeah? What's up? What's up? Surely you know what's up. How do you do it? What? Go to court with a straight face when things are so bleak. Practice. Besides, during Terry's trial, you always seemed like Mr. Optimism. What's wrong? That was different. Deep down, I knew that T-Bro wasn't guilty. And even if it was hopeless, I wanted him to see that I still believed that. And you've got the right idea. I have? Dylan, being a defense attorney isn't about winning and losing. It's about being there for your client. Sometimes that's even more important when they're going to be found guilty. When they're truly alone. So, you good to go? Can you do this? I think so. You have to do better than that. Ready for court. Good to go, boss. Let's get to the courthouse. Alright. Yeah. Deep breaths, Nina. No matter what happens today, you're going to be there for your clients. It's like Anya always taught you. They'll need you to hold together too, just as much as your clients. Let's do this with dignity. Darn. Ah. What is it? I forgot to call Ren. It's okay, I took care of it. You did? Tried to call him when you were in the shower. He didn't answer. Did you try him again? You were in the shower for your customary half hour with that hair of yours. What do you think? No answer, huh? Nada. He was worried about the way the wind was blowing? Maybe. Uneasy seeing your friends get sentenced. I have no idea. Thanks to you. Charming compliment. Third time lucky, Miss Aquila. Chad. Must say, you're a consummate professional. Why'd you say that? Because I know that you've got nothing. No promotional lighters, no dragon summoning cards. Even Anya Miller would concede in your position. And my clients are fortunate that I'm not Anya Miller. Well. That. Good one, Nina. A 3-day payoff to Nina finally getting in a bar before the judge's bell. So you do have a plan. What? No. I just didn't want it to be too early for him. We won that face-off, Chad. Please be seated. We're here to observe the third day in the trial of 3 defendants. Keisuke Akagi, also known as the Ace of Diamonds, and Castle, also known as the Ace of Hearts, and Jocelyn Montefiore, also known as the Ace of Clubs. These individuals were involved in actions which led to the death of Clara Mass, a wealthy socialite, also known as the Ace of Spades. First trial date was agreed that the prosecution would yield the charge of murder in the first degree, i.e. the defendants do not stand accused of premeditated murder. However, they remain accused of several offenses, namely murder by reckless endangerment, involuntary manslaughter, as well as murder in the second degree. The second trial day, we addressed the possible motives of the defendants. While compelling, these motives were each somewhat flawed compared to the obvious friendship shared by the defendants and their deceased. Neither the prosecution nor the defense have presented compelling arguments about what happened during the actual race. And the bench has suggested both sides seek more expertise in matters of this Tojunkan racing. Mr. Hawk, Miss Aquila, have you attempted to do this? I have, Your Honor. As have we. Chad has Trey. What could Trey possibly know to make him so confident? Very well. Be aware, in accordance with the 3-day statute, I am compelled to render a verdict at the end of this trial today. Mr. Hawk, please restate the prosecution's case. Of course. Your Honor, the prosecution's perspective has not changed. Clara Mass is dead. Precise events of her death are, as we have established, not entirely certain. Direct evidence in this case does not seem to be forthcoming. Our only alternative is to turn to the outside expertise, as the court suggested, to try and resolve this deadlock. It is still the prosecution's belief that the Aces are guilty on multiple charges, and we will clarify this via expert witness testimony. Thank you, Mr. Hawk. Bailiff, please begin the defendants. The 3 of you are aware of the charges maintained by the prosecution. How do you plead? Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. This little expediency was too much to hope for. Mr. Castle, Mr. Akagi, Miss Montefiore, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. I already know that Chad's going to bring out Trey. And I'm not sure what he's going to say, but I bet it's compelling. Meanwhile, our knowledge of Clara's movements on that evening is a bit of a jumble. Our only hope, if there is any hope, assemble that jumble into something more cohesive. It seems impossible. Let's not give up quite yet. Prosecution calls Trey Gearson to the stand. Oh me, oh my. Mr. Hawk, is this the correct witness? Well, yes. Your note stated he was a mechanic. Uh-oh. Is there a problem, Your Honor? Oh, no problem. Just I have expected you to be, well, a movie star. He's a bishy, that's for sure. Starting to think it's been a while for Judge Tawny. Let's not think about that. Your Honor, I am here for a reason. Maybe continue? Oh my. Of course. Please state your identity for the court record. Your Honor, I am Trey Gearson, master mechanic and current king of spades. As for my profession, I am the owner of a series of auto repair shops in the Fledge City area, Gearson & Co. I am both the owner and practicing manager of the business, having trained every member of staff. Wow, he's not kidding when he says master mechanic. However, more importantly, Clara and I were close friends. I see. We We had known each other for several years, and had a great deal of respect for each other's skills. The Rostro racers are in the midst of an internal disagreement that affects the future of mountain racing. Clara was central to this disagreement, but she practiced her racing skills daily, holding them to a new height of perfection. Your Honor, if I may, I feel the witness has established his identity, but this further pontification is unnecessary. We're all aware of Clara's exceptional skills. On the contrary, Clara Master's exceptional skills are of great interest to the court. Mr. Gearson, please inform the court of what you told me yesterday. It is of my expert opinion that Clara Mas was the preeminent Tojunken racer, would therefore be unconscionable, at least in my eyes, that she could die by simple accident or driving-based mishap. Okay, so if I am to understand your meaning, Mr. Gearson, Clara Mas could only have crashed if she were somehow forced into doing so. Well, forced into a crash, that would mean that they just want to stroke his ears. Order! Impossible! I've already established that there was zero evidence that any of the aces shunted Clara's car off the road. Objection. Perhaps. Mr. Gearson, Mr. Hawk and I discussed this. Even if none of the aces collided with Clara's car, there are many ways to coerce a driver into having an accident that do not involve a collision. This is bullshit! Hank, you know it as well as I do, Keisuke. It's racing. Putting pressure on each other is what we do. Order. Mr. Castle, control yourself. I'm sure Hank means well, but he rather eloquently proves my point. Clara was skilled, but still human. While she would never have made this simple error in controlled conditions, this was a high-pressure race, where she was pushed, metaphorically speaking, into making a mistake. Mistake that caused her death. Objection. This is all hearsay and conjecture. Surely this is inadmissible. Objection. He's an expert witness, but he can't just make stuff up. Mr. Gearson's remarks are well qualified by his experience and close knowledge of the deceased. But these matters are inconvenient for you, Miss Aquila, does not immediately make them untrue. Makes them very convenient. Miss Aquila raises a good point. Given the circumstances of this case, the court will allow Mr. Gearson to testify on this topic, with the express understanding that his remarks are purely his expert opinion. Guess that'll have to do. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Gearson, are you prepared to make a formal statement on this matter? I am, Your Honor. Here we go. Clara's skill was extraordinary and absolutely consistent. She had spent years honing her talents. Maybe that none of the other aces struck her car or shunted her. There are numerous other ways to cause a crash. Alright, very well. You make it to cross-examination. Of course, Your Honor. Alright. Gotta hand it to Chad. He almost had me convinced. Let's see what we can do. Alright, let's... Okay, had to take a break, but let's continue.
Hold it!
Absolutely consistent. Yes. I've never seen Clara make a single error. The smoothness of recording was the stuff of legend. Most racers at some point are known to scratch the paint or dent their front or rear wings when drifting. Not Clara. Examined her car, every bolt and weld, every single race. There was never a scratch on it. Clara's car was damaged when we arrived at the scene of the accident. That could have been from the crash, I guess.
Hold it!
You've known her that long. Only a couple of years, but I've heard the stories from before that. I have no reason to doubt them. It's hearsay, but it feels almost pointless to object. Tony is aware that this is just his opinion. I don't like it, but we'll have to go along with it.
Hold it!
So you admit that none of the aces collided with Clara's car? I admit that, yes. The evidence that Mr. Hawk has shown me appears quite conclusive. Doesn't mean they're not responsible, though, because...
Hold it!
Like what? A banana skin on the road? A blue shell? It's possible that a near miss or an aggressive overtake gone wrong. These are the sorts of things that can lead to a crash. Racing is a high-pressure activity. We've already established that everyone on the course had a compelling reason to win. May have just allowed their tempers to flare, and that caused them to push things too far. You know that Claire was behind, and Dr. Headlights had made her way to the front of the pack. Guess it's possible that the other aces, maybe without thinking, made a tactical move to block her, and that caused the accident. Does it really make sense, though? It just seems too much like a post-rationalization. Your Honor, the prosecution believes that this charade has persisted long enough. Perhaps. Miss Aquila. Yes, Your Honor. Appreciate your desire to follow all leads and do the right thing for your clients. However, this court cannot tolerate drawing out proceedings without good cause. You have a clear reason why we should continue to examine this case. Your Honor, if I... Miss Aquila. It's okay. Really. We all knew the risks when we started racing, and we all share in the responsibility for Clara's death. Even if we don't know exactly how it happened. I don't like it. I guess I have to agree with Keisuke and Jocelyn. Surely. Is this it? Is there nothing else? Just like Anya taught you. When to hold 'em, and when to fold 'em. Your Honor. Fence red. Wait! Whew! I had a small experiment. What's the meaning of this? Your Honor, you might recognize my expert witness, Stan Renson, from the last 2 court days. As you can see, he has arrived late. Ren, seriously? May I request a short recess? Surely not. Mr. Hawk, be reasonable. Court will grant you a short pause to brief your expert, no more. Thanks, Your Honor. Nina, it's wrong. All of it. I know it's hard to see your friends about to be sentenced, but... What? No, not that. This! I checked it and it wasn't right, so I looked into a second opinion. Ren, calm down. Yeah, man. Doing 120, we need you at about 40. Okay. Thought that waylaid wheel was Clara's because it matched her rims and tires. But it isn't. What? How? Wear on the tire is all wrong. Clara's car was missing its front driver's side wheel. This is definitely a rear wheel. You're sure? Positive. Why does that matter? Doesn't that mean the wheel just could have just come off from anywhere? I thought about that. These tires and rims. This combination is used by many of us Rostro racers. Practically no one else. Special racing compound and lightweight rims. No normal driver would use them. And so, couldn't these have come from any other racer? Thought so too, and it would be hard to prove otherwise. But I had an idea. What? The reason why I got here late. I wanted to prove it was too big a coincidence to simply ignore. I had to perform an experiment. You know I told you that the place you found the tire was at the bottom of a dip in the course. Like the accident scene was uphill from where you found it. Yeah? I remember that. This tire is punctured, meaning someone probably removed it by the roadside. I drove up to the scene, put a tire on the road, and let go of it. Due to the slope it started rolling. It came to rest almost exactly where you found it. Whoa. Here's the kicker. Part of reducing the weight of their cars. Street racers don't carry spare wheels. That suggests... Miss Aquila, proceedings must resume. Damn it, I need more time to do. Struggling to flip your assumptions. Mr. Hawk. I'd buy more. Wait. Would you please remind me of the list of charges that the prosecution has put before the court? The charges? Why? I want to be sure about them before the defense rests. Know that your notes are more organized than mine. You know, what do you... Shh. Very well. Prosecution levels the charge of... And I'll keep Chad talking for a minute or so while I can get to think. Claire was found in her car, which had 3 wheels. Driver's side front wheel was missing. Now we found this mysterious wheel, and Wren's experiment suggested it came from the accident site. This isn't the missing wheel from Clara's car. It must have come from somewhere else. Where did it come from? One car? What was that Chad said back at the deep great wave? No, your style is more improvisational. So let's improvise. Oh boy. Which concludes our list of charges. There, are you satisfied? Not remotely. Your Honor, as you yourself had said, this case is currently made more complex by the fact that we do not have a clear understanding how the accident took place. No one does. On the contrary, the defense wishes to propose an outline of what happened, drawing upon the evidence. Here we go. You know what happened? How's that possible? Disha, do you think she uses... Order. Wait, you know what happened? Hell no. Kinda playing speed chess here. You sure about this? It's what I do? Miss Aquila, explain yourself at once. Your Honor, my associate has said that shed new light on a piece of evidence, this mysterious wheel. It was found further up the course from the accident scene. So, we're all aware that Clara's car was missing a wheel.
Objection.
This is not that wheel. What? Clara's car was missing the front, driver's side wheel. My associate says that the wear pattern reveals this to be a rear wheel. Mere conjecture. To echo your earlier point, Chad. He's an expert witness. That these matters are inconvenient for you. If I could bottle this feeling and sell it, I'd be a billionaire. How could you possibly prove that this has any bearing on Clara's accident? When placed on the ground at the site of the accident and left to roll, this wheel rolls right back to where we discovered it on the course. Surely even you can admit this is too large a coincidence to simply ignore. So then where is Clara's car's actual wheel? Oh, we'll get to that. That's right, it makes me sound smart. Really, I don't know. Maybe by the time we get there, I'll have figured it out. For the moment, consider this. For us to find a wheel that does not belong to Clara's car, this must have come from a different car. An additional car that was somehow involved. Hell yeah! Order! Order in the court! Miss Aquila raises a good point. If another car, and by extension another driver, was involved in the events of Clara's death, this would have a great bearing on the case. Mr. Hawk, can you account for this? I'm impressed, Aquila. Uh-oh. But tell me this. Let's say for a moment that there was an additional car. Where did it go? The accursed aces didn't mention another car in their statements. The photographer didn't see another car all evening. No other car is seen in this photo of the aces at the crime scene. So riddle me this. When did this mystery wheel come to rest upon the track? Before the race. Isn't that obvious? Must have been before the race. Pah! You're reaching. You to see any evidence that suggests there was anything significant going on up on the mountain prior to the events of Clara's death. This is a fair observation. Miss Aquila, do you have any evidence that any related events took place before the ace race? Before the ace race. sort through all this. Your Honor, last night one of the Rostra racers spoke to us over the Rostra Vista. They said that when they arrived at the mountains several hours before the ace race, you hear the sounds of another race going on further down the track.
Objection!
Perhaps, but how is this relevant to the events involving Clara? Getting to that. Alright, getting there. Both of these, but which one? See if we can keep building this picture of Clara's movements. She went there early, where there was an earlier race. Your Honor, it is the defense's understanding that Clara Mass left her home early that evening. Was involved in something that prevented her from answering her phone, despite others trying to reach her. So it's possible Clara was present at the mountain earlier, perhaps even taking part in this earlier race. Yeah, maybe she was. Not good. Let's say she was in that earlier race. In fact, why not? The prosecution concedes she could have been in this earlier race. Silence. However, that has zero bearing on later events. But perhaps there was a race and Clara was in it. Maybe someone lost a wheel. Perhaps the other car was picked up by aliens flying low over the mountains. None of this matters. He's right. Even if we had cast iron proof that Clara took part in the earlier race, how would that exonerate the aces? Must be some way this becomes relevant. Think, Nina. This point seems to be running to its logical conclusion, Miss Aquila. Moment, please, Your Honor. Okay. No pressure, but we got about 30 seconds to figure out how that earlier race connects to later events. This is going to end here and now. Let's walk through it. If we're taking it as a given that Clara took part in the earlier race. Yeah, we've got to assume that. Clara got up to the mountain earlier than everyone thought. She wasn't alone, she raced with another car. T-Bird was up there setting up, but he was probably really busy. And his truck doesn't face the road, so he could have missed it. And not long after Clara and the other cars set off, Svetlana, the Jack of Hearts, arrived at the top of the mountain. Oh, 30 seconds is up, game over. She heard the sound of two cars racing. Clara's car, and a mystery car. But who won? I'm not sure that really matters. I guess we don't know. I mean, did they even finish the race? Can't help but feel if the earlier race had finished, someone would have seen that happen. Marco would have seen it, of course. If they had finished, Marco West would have seen them do it. It said that he was camped out at the track for the whole evening. So we know they started racing, but they didn't finish. It means they must have stopped before the end of the race. And someone exchanged a tire. Aye. Wait, come again? Think about it. Ren says that street racers don't carry spare tires, right? That means between two cars on the course, there are 8 wheels, i.e. 4 wheels each. We have one of those wheels. It's from the mystery car. Clara's car is also missing a wheel. But, and this is the kicker, Clara's car, when we saw it, had 3 wheels still on it. The mystery car was gone. Simple algebra. Mystery car drove off. It must have had 4 functioning tires. Right. The driver of the mystery car must have replaced the faulty wheel that we have with one of Clara's. Presumably the one that we have rolled off. It was lost in the darkness before they could grab it. Why did all this even happen? Suppose it's simple. Would you ever change a tire by the side of the road in the middle of winter? It was an accident. They must have had an accident. The only thing that explains both that the race didn't finish and why they would exchange tires. What if our assumption that the car that Claire was in wasn't even Clara's? That would be why we have a spare set of keys from Ryoko. We know that Clara must have driven back up, maybe via the side road to get to the ace race. Clara just drove away in the one working car, leaving the other stranded? Doesn't seem like her. The mystery car was left stranded near where Clara's crash would later take place. Where did it go? I get the feeling that we're circling something very important here. But we're not quite there yet. Think, Nina. Two cars are racing. It's an accident, and both cars stop before they reach where Marco West is camped out on the course. One of the cars is left with 3 functioning wheels, so it can't drive away. Clara's car turned up at the start of the ace race. As we have one of those wheels, we know that one of the cars was left stranded. If the mystery car wasn't there later on, it makes it impossible for Clara to have just driven away. We know that the mystery car was not there when the ace race happened. Only Clara's crashed car containing her corpse. That could mean... Afraid I have to hurry you, Miss Aquila. That must mean... At the earlier race, what happened to Clara? Your Honor, defense wishes to present a theory. Clara took part in the earlier race. There was an accident in which she was involved, and she never returned to the top of the mountain. There we go. Preposterous. She took part in the ace race. Can you prove that? You don't need to. There are over 30 eyewitnesses, including, if I might add, you. Did any of them speak to Clara? Any one of those witnesses? I didn't. My assistant didn't. Ryoko didn't either. I'm not trying to out Clara. Let's not venture that bit.
Objection.
How would that possibly? All of us saw the same thing. A car with darkened windows. This is ridiculous. Of course Clara took part in the race. That's how she died. You're certain of that? Yes! Absolutely. Yes! Your Honor, defense wishes for Mr. Gearson to make a statement concerning why he believes Clara took part in the ace race. You sure about this, Nina? Got to be. Because based on our reasoning, no matter how nonsensical it seems, it's impossible for Clara to have done both. Yeah, that came together really smoothly. And really well, very well. Mr. Gearson, please make a statement about why you're certain that Clara took part in the ace race. Preposterous. Shut up, Chad. You all saw Clara start the race. Clara had been working toward it for weeks. Besides, if Clara had been left on the track, someone would have seen her. I find this whole line of reasoning insulting to her memory. All fair, but it can't be true. Thank you, Mr. Gearson. Sakala, please begin your cross-examination. Gladly, Your Honor. Here we go. What better timing? Because at this point, we're going to save the game. When we return, get back to this testimony after a big turn. Yeah, that came together nicely. I actually really like this. The way this has come together. In fact, we haven't seen all of it yet, but I'd argue that this is easily the best pure mystery of the series so far. Not gonna lie.